So we have some raw pork loin steaks from 2.5 years ago or something. Oh gosh, it's getting close to 3 years ago. I'm going to try some pieces on the solar cooker and see how they do. So I'm going to, oh, those are beautiful. I think I'll just start with one and cut it into some little pieces and try that out. So for rehydrating, I'm going to just use some cold water with this. And once it rehydrates a little bit, it'll cut it into the little cubes that I want, and then let it rehydrate a little bit more. Oh, it's starting to rehydrate already. So it should be good enough to cut into some squares now. Here. Okay, so I'm going to make just some little cubey pieces out of that, and you can see how far the water is going in so far. If I could aim it that way. Okay. Let's see if that does a little better. Okay, it's actually pretty quick. I don't know if this will fit in there. Ah, yes, good. Oh, that's promising. They sank, so they definitely got heavier, which means water must have gone into them. Okay, let's check that. So they're still not ready, but that's much better. I wonder if I stab them a few times, get more water channels for them. Oh, wow. Yeah, the outside edges are great. Okay, I'm going to do that to all the pieces. And then I'll vacuum it again. That piece. All right. So again, I'm not going to give it a lot of time, so that's all it gets. A few seconds. So release the vacuum slowly, so hopefully the water has time to push its way into there. Looks promising because they're all sinking more. That means they're getting heavier. Okay. Well, I'm going to call that good. We'll find out how they are, because I'm not going to spend more time on it. They definitely feel pretty soft now. Oh yeah. Oh, cool. A little soft and squishy now. Yeah, now I'm just going to skewer these on there. I think if I go through the center this way, I think it'll be too far away from the center. I think I'm going to be better going this way, even though it's kind of skinny. So be a bit of a challenge, I think. Oh, that's not too bad. So I'll just alternate these with the non-existent onions and bell peppers and mushrooms, and wow, they're definitely nice and soft now. That worked very well and very quickly. now I'm going to add some Costco meatballs. Just going to skewer right through some of these. These are just frozen meatballs that we've let thaw a little bit. And I'm going to just add those to it. Okay, so that's my skewer. I'm going to try. All right, so that can go out there. All right, I want to try to show a little bit more of the solar hot dog cooker. Starting with the focusing, or aiming, it's not really focusing, the aiming. So I've got a hole in that piece of cardboard, and when the light dot hits this spot right there, that means everything's lined up for the sunlight stripe to be on the bottom of that skewer. The whole thing is made mostly of cardboard. So I screwed a handle to it with a little piece of wood glued to it so I could move it around and carry it easily. The whole back area is just a piece of pegboard. And we scribed the parabola on the side pieces and then glued the little chunks of cardboard in and then bent that around it. So it's not a perfect curve, but considering the cardboard and hot melt glue, it worked pretty well. The rest of it is just made up of layers of cardboard, hot melt glued together, little strengthening corners, and that's about it. So for the adjustment, the height adjustment, I just have this piece of PVC plastic pipe. Got a T on the end to make a nice foot for it, and then just a series of holes drilled through and a nail. So we need to angle it, get a little bit of adjustment this way, and then move the nail for the next part of the adjustment. The later addition of the power, I just had a little hobby motor, and it goes way fast. So geared it down through this series. To adjust the speed more, we just put post-it notes over the top of some of the solar cells until it slows down to the speed we want. Because otherwise it goes pretty fast in the bright sunshine. The actual reflector, one section of VELUX. Anyway, it's a solar tube stuff for in your house, and it comes in sections that are this wide. And we just took one of the sections, and that's what we designed the whole thing around, was that piece. Yeah, makes it really easy to move around because of the handle. So I'm going to get it set up. So just tilt it up. And point it into the sun. Just this, I just need to get that lined up. So just swing it around till it's in line, and then adjust the height. All right, so now it's all lined up there. You see the light circle is in the pencil circle. So everything's focused at the right spot now. (110). These darker color ones will probably heat up a little faster. 125 already. 120, 119. I can see the meatballs are sizzling. Forgot to mention, it has a little drip tray that I hung beneath this stuff, and it's on a little pivot, so whatever angle it's tilted at, it's still directly below it. Oh yeah. Okay, I think they're ready to go in. Look at those beauties. The internal temperature was over 200 degrees, so I should have probably checked it earlier because they were hotter than I thought. So when it's a slight breeze out there, maybe never, don't rely just on the little infrared thermometer. Was not a good plan because it was much hotter on the inside. But these rehydrated great and cooked well on there. I should have paid attention to the internal temperature. I did not think of that. If I did big shrimp, they change color as they cook. They're like, have a built-in temperature indication. And tomorrow, fish.